And we are back at Up North at 4. Today we are joined with Susan, who is a producer for Clear Focus Media. And we will be discussing a documentary and a pre-screening of it, a showing of it as well. It's a really good documentary piece, Susan. Thank you for coming, joining us. And let's talk and tell the viewers a little bit about this documentary.
Sure. The documentary is called Missing Threads, and it tells the story of the Wisconsin Indian Child Welfare Act. So this is an act that was passed in 2009, and it took a federal law protecting Native American children and codified it into our state law books. And they did that because there were some attacks on the federal law, and also Wisconsin was found to be in non-compliance with the federal law. So it's we won multiple awards with this film. It tells a story of why the law was needed, how it was created, and then we follow two individuals throughout the film who themselves were taken away from their families as children, and what it took for them to reconnect with their culture as adults.
And this film was first released back in 2015. What was the reaction from people when it first came out?
There were a lot of tears, and we had a lot of people requesting copies and wanting to see it on public television and you know, that kind of thing. So it was very well received. It was used in foster care training by the state of Wisconsin, and we're actually doing a webinar coming up with the State Department of Children, Youth, and Families, and they're going to use that as a training on, you know, for Native American children.
And for those that probably might not be aware of it and haven't seen it, we want to show our viewers kind of like a short clip of it to get interested into it.
Children are the threads connecting our culture's past to its future. When a thread is missing, the fabric of our culture is in jeopardy. Yet at one point in our country's history, more than 1 in 4 Native American children were removed from their families and placed in non-Indian homes.
Children were being separated, literally pulled from their communities to the point in which it was considered genocide. And then
Wow, it looks really good. There's a lot more to show for, obviously, and you did mention that you're doing a screening of it at Nicolet College.
Yes, we're showing it tomorrow at Nicolet College at 1 o'clock. It's part of their Learning and Retirement program, which is great. If people aren't familiar with it, they should definitely check that out. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to showing it and helping people understand more about some of these issues.
Yeah, this is a powerful film. It takes some time to digest it, right? Was the purpose here to develop a film that pushed any kind of legislation, or was it more of informative, telling a story from a secondhand kind of person? It
was part of the reason was to chronicle what our state did in terms of codifying the federal law into our state law books, so that other states could look at that and kind of incorporate that into their own efforts. So we actually did a shorter documentary first, just about the legislation, called Legacy Legislation. And then, but we knew that we were missing that critical element of the stories of people who themselves had been removed and then reconnected with their cultures. So yeah, education, and there is a legislative aspect to it, but not to pass more legislation here.
Yeah, and it tugs at your heartstrings. It really does. So.
It does.
Okay, so once again, where can people go watch this film again?
Nicolet College tomorrow, 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
And is there a certain room, tickets?
I'm not sure what room it is, but it's in the main building, it's through Learning in Retirement program. So I don't know if you need tickets, but you can find that online.
We love that program.
Yes,
well,
it's a great program.
Thank you so much, Susan. We look forward to seeing it. Thank you. We'll be right back after this break.